Once upon a time, in a quiet village surrounded by green hills, there was a hidden garden that no one visited anymore. Long ago, people used to say that this garden was magical. It was called the Garden of Seasons. The special thing about this garden was that all 4 seasons, spring, summer, autumn, and winter, existed there at the same time, in different parts of the garden. But as years passed, people forgot about its magic, and the entrance became covered with thick vines and bushes. One bright morning, a curious girl named Lena went exploring near the edge of the forest. She loved adventures and always carried a little notebook where she wrote about everything she discovered. While walking, she saw something shiny between the vines. She pushed the plants aside and found an old gate. The gate was made of gold and silver, covered with flowers. On the gate, there was a message carved: "Only those with a kind heart may enter the Garden of Seasons." Lena gently pushed the gate, and to her surprise, it opened slowly with a soft creak. She stepped inside and gasped. Before her eyes was the most beautiful place she had ever seen. To her left, she saw spring. Flowers of every color covered the ground. Butterflies danced in the air, and the trees were full of fresh green leaves. Birds were singing sweet songs, and a warm breeze touched her face. She smiled and picked up a small pink flower that smelled like honey. As she walked forward, she reached the summer section. The sun shone brightly, and tall sunflowers followed its light. A crystal clear pond reflected the blue sky, and golden fish swam happily. Children were playing near the water, laughing and splashing. Lena felt the warm sunshine on her skin, and it made her feel cheerful. Next, she moved toward autumn. Here the air was cool, and the trees were dressed in shades of orange, red, and yellow. Leaves gently floated down like soft rain. Lena walked through piles of crunchy leaves, enjoying their sound beneath her feet. She saw squirrels collecting nuts and birds preparing to fly south. Finally, she arrived at winter. Snowflakes slowly fell from the sky, covering the ground like a white blanket. The air was cold, but not too freezing. A big snowman stood near a frozen pond, and some magical lights sparkled on the snow-covered trees. Lena touched the snow and laughed as it melted in her hand. She had never seen such beauty in one place. As Lena admired the garden, she suddenly heard a gentle voice. "Welcome, kind traveler," it said. Lena turned around and saw an old woman wearing a long robe covered in stars and leaves. Her eyes sparkled kindly. "I am the guardian of the garden," the woman said. "For many years, no one came here. The garden's magic was fading, but your kind heart has awakened it again." Lena was surprised. "But I didn't do anything special," she said. The guardian smiled. "Sometimes kindness and curiosity are the most powerful magic," she replied. "Each part of this garden represents a season, and together they keep nature in balance. But lately, the magic tree in the center has become weak. If it dies, the seasons will lose their harmony." Lena followed the guardian to the center of the garden, where a tall, ancient tree stood. Its trunk was strong, but its leaves were dull and falling. Around it, the air felt sad. "The tree needs the gift of the 4 seasons to become strong again," the guardian explained. Lena decided to help. She ran back to spring and picked a glowing flower. Then she went to summer and collected some sparkling water from the pond. From autumn, she chose a bright red leaf, and from winter, she carefully caught a single perfect snowflake. She returned to the magic tree and gently placed each of the 4 gifts at its roots. At first, nothing happened. Then slowly, the ground began to shine. A warm light spread upward through the tree. New leaves appeared, green and golden. Flowers bloomed all around, and the branches stretched tall into the sky. The seasons around the garden glowed brighter and more alive than before. The guardian looked at Lena with tears of joy. "You have saved the Garden of Seasons," she said. "Because of your courage and kindness, this place will remain magical forever." Lena felt proud and happy. The guardian gave her a small golden key. "This will always open the gate for you," she said. "You are now a friend of the garden." When Lena left the garden, she closed the gate gently behind her. She promised to return and take care of it. From that day on, she visited often, bringing friends and teaching them about the beauty of every season. The Garden of Seasons became a place of wonder again, and its magic spread to the whole village. And so, Lena's kindness brought back a forgotten miracle, and the magical garden bloomed for generations to come.